Hello and welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So today I'm going to be talking about YA that I've enjoyed this year. And if you've been on my channel before, I do not read a lot of YAs. It's not my preferred genre. But if I do read it and I love it, I'm going to talk about it. In this case, I have 5 that I want to talk about that I really enjoyed this year. And the first one is the only one it's a completely different genre from the other 4, which was War Girls. And I really enjoyed this because it's a story that is a fiction, interesting twist to the beautiful war. And it follows 2 sisters and the tough decision and tough situations they were put in, and how they are getting through it, especially the older sister who is had to deal with the decision she made when she was very young. It does have an interesting twist on the Biafra War, but you do get the message if you know anything about the Biafra War. I did a full review on this because I did a reading vlog and I talked more about that part, so I'm going to link it and you definitely should check it out. The next one I want to talk about was an art that I received and I was so happy, and that is the stars and the blackness between them. And this one is one of those contemporary that has that message of sexuality, of family, of growth, of finding your own voice within the world, your family that doesn't accept the direction that they think you're heading in. And in this case, you have 2 different girls. One is from Trinidad, and she was caught with her girlfriend, and her family shipped her off to America to be with her father because they were fearful of the word lesbian. So this is where that story come up. But to be honest, even though that was what the plot, when you read the synopsis, that's what you're getting. It was more than that. It was so much more about growth, about finding your voice, about healing, about the chance, about sacrifice, about the what ifs, and also about how you live life. And what if life was short and you have options? Well, how would you want to spend your last life? That kind of message that was sprinkled all over the story. It's a very good book. I also review this, and yeah, I really like this one. This one was really good. The next one I want to talk about is the Fire with the Fire on High. Now, this one is a very popular YA, and I picked it up because of the other book that she wrote. And what I would say about this is it also has the message, and I love that these books have the message about following your dreams and growing and, transitioning from a teen to an adult and following things that you want to do. In this case, you have a young girl who is a teen mom, and she is going through the motions of, being a teenager and caring for a child and want to have this career of being a chef. She's a brilliant cook, and she took a chance and was given an opportunity. And how she does it, how she copes with things, and still being a teenager, still want to have, find that crush on a guy, and but still want to be responsible. It's just so many things in this book that I thought was very cute and very much appropriate for the age group that this book is targeted to. But as an adult, you still can learn from it. You still can take bits and pieces of the message in this and use it for yourself in terms of pursuing your career, pursuing all these other goals that you have in your life that you thought is not possible because of whatever current circumstance that you're in. This is just a perfect book for giving you that inspiration. The next book I want to talk about is The Revolution of Birdie Randolph. Am I getting tongue-tied? The cover is what got me first. The cover is everything. And this one is a subject matter where I feel like I'm just like prone to pick up, which is family secrets. Yes, I love books with family secrets. I am for it. So this one was one of those where you kind of knew head on what the secret was. You know, this young girl who was, you know, was not knowing a lot of things about her family. And when the secret was finally exposed is what to me was interesting, how it was done. Because once you got through, I think, the first couple of pages, you just know immediately what the secret's gonna be. But when they did finally like reveal it to her, the young girl in the story, I was like, yeah, yeah, that was good. That was good. But it's also, you know, the journey with her, and, you know, accepting things and dealing with what is revealed to her, and how she's grown from it, and being, you know, this young woman who is, didn't have a choice in those decisions that was that impacted her. I did a full review on this, so I'll definitely link it so you can check it out. But this is one of the good ones too. I really did like this one. And of course, the one that I was late to the party, guys. I was late, but that was The Poet X. 5-star. I can't find no fault with this book. The writing style, yes. Poetic form, yes. And how she write this story about this young girl, and also it is again another one of finding your voice and pursuing things you want when your family doesn't support you, or you're in an environment where you may not get the support you want. This is just another one of those. And how she is able to write these verses that are so sometimes short and simple, but has that punch, and you got it. Oh, I was just like, yeah, I can see why this won an award. I think last year they won the National Book Award. And she's talented, because I'm a poet fan. I love poetry. I dibble and dabble in it. And when you can write a complete book in poetry form and still have that come across where you get it and you understand it, because poetry is such a thing where it can be interpreted so many different ways. I write poetry where I meant it in this way, and someone will read it and say to me, took it another way, and you know, where I'm like, oh, I didn't even, you know, think about it that way, because that's not the intended way. But this is just one of those where if you're gifted and you're able to write in poetry form where people can get the story and have the interpretation that you intended it for, yeah, read this. If you haven't picked it up, pick it up. It is a really, really good YA, and she's amazing. And you know, so far too, and she's currently doing her third book, which she's saying is going to be completely different from what she's written in the past. So we'll see what she comes up with. But yeah, these are the 5 books, and yeah, guys, pick these YA up. If you like contemporary, you love these. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day. Bye.